Hey guys, welcome back to Surviving Toddlerhood. It's Heather from Alkaline Rush, and the topic for this month is appetizers and desserts. So I kind of had trouble figuring out what idea to do with this video. So I thought of appetizers and crunchy things, like, in the all-natural, crunchy kind of way, and then immediately I thought of Noah and his sensory issues that we're dealing with. So I figured I would do a half and half video of half of it talking about sensory processing disorder, which Noah, I guess, technically has because he is a diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome, mild autism, and I would do the other half of a little snack that you could do with your toddler or older kid, and that if your toddler has sensory issues like mine does with sensory seeking and foods, then it might help your kid with that too. So I had a lot of fun making this video. I added some help with Noah's cousin Devin to make the snack, so I really hope you guys like it. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna ramble on and give you guys a little bit of info about sensory processing disorder, and yeah, if you guys just want to skip forward right to the snack, totally understand. So you guys can click on that link right there. I'm just gonna send you right to the snack. So, sensory processing disorder. I'm gonna start, I guess, by quoting it. I have a book right here. It's kind of dated, but if you're told by your child's doctor that they have sensory processing issues, I would definitely recommend going out right away or staying in and looking up everything you can on it and ways that you can help. So I'm also going to try to give you guys some tips that we've used, and hopefully it could help you guys if you have a toddler with these issues. Sensory processing disorder is the inability to use information received through the senses in order to function smoothly in daily life. And it also used to be called sensory integration dysfunction. So basically, I'll put it this way: if you've ever heard or seen of a kid with autism that can't take loud noises, you might have seen, kids that do this, when other kids around them can take the noise just fine, or rocking, or stimming like this, certain traits like that, sensitivity to light, or it could be undersensitivity. Like Noah, one thing with touch, he is a sensory seeker with touch, so sometimes he throws himself on the floor, and it's also pain. Basically, the brain doesn't register senses, sight, scent, hearing, smell, and taste the same way that most neurotypical people do. So some kids could be, super hypersensitive to it, and hypersensitive to touch, where they don't like anything rough and don't like any rough clothing that bothers their skin. And especially foods. If you guys have if any of you have a super, super picky toddler that you think it's more than just being picky for a 1, 2, or 3-year-old, it could be. So one thing I would recommend is what this book taught me, is to look for the signals. If your kid is acting out, and I say acting out because I've learned that it's not always, being naughty, being bratty. A lot of the times it is a sensory issue. If your kid is, acting out over a certain type of food, and when they normally don't, during meal times, or, you think they're being cranky, or say they've already napped, and you're wondering why, it's so frustrating, take notice of the foods your child's eating. With Noah, I noticed he's got an oral kind of simulation thing. So if he's got his finger in his mouth, or if he's really frustrated, he starts biting That's when we know it's time for him to get some oral stimulation. So he has crackers, pretzels, peppers. He's also a sensory seeker, really likes spicy foods. So spicy foods, he actually, earlier today, found a spoon and grabbed himself a spoonful of salsa while no one was looking. So, yeah, things like that. He would, start to really bite his hand. So when I would see that, now I know okay, it's time for him to get something to munch on. And if he's not hungry, his occupational therapist has recommended some blow toys, like little party blowers and whistles, which unfortunately make noise and can get annoying, but it's all fun when you're helping your toddler. So that's the thing, it's just the main thing with us is redirecting the energy. When he starts to act out in a certain way, replace it with something that's soothing. So say if your toddler, say something is rough, or a rough blanket, or a rough texture, maybe it's super cold, and you notice your kid is sensitive to the cold and they're acting out, and they normally, are starting to complain about that, or things like that, see if a blanket works. And if it does, then warm, ask questions. If your child is verbal, I know with Noah, with autism, I also try to represent, some parents out there with kids in the autism spectrum. So, he's verbal, but we're still working on back and forth communication, but, which is frustrating, but I can only imagine how frustrating it would be. It is for you guys with children with, nonverbal autism. So I guess you guys, I'm sure, know, is looking, I guess, for more of the signs that more like body language and things like that. So, yeah, I guess I've blabbed enough about sensory processing disorder. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys, and hopefully that was informative. But I definitely recommend looking everything up you can on it. Definitely early intervention has helped so much with Noah, so much. So, if it's available and you were thinking about it, definitely, from our opinion, it has made a world of difference. He's almost a completely different kid. This book, when I first found it, I honestly thought it was a little biased, and I think it is a little old, even though it says it is the revised and updated. But it's called The Out of Sync Child. But it is really informative with certain types, and it's just really opened me up to noticing little things in Noah that were sensory issues that I was able to change and just redirect to something else, like Play-Doh. We got him all sets of playing with cooking because he's starting to really love cooking. So we got him a cooking Play-Doh set. Because before he wouldn't even touch Play-Doh. So these are the kinds of things, if your 2-year-old does not want anything to do with Play-Doh just because they don't want to touch it, it might just be a sensory thing.
Went off. And what's the
Meter. Tomato.
No, over the head. It was another. It had the same thing. I had the same thing on its head, but different.
Tomato. Mater, like tomato.
Tomato.
Mater, like tomato.
And you need toothpicks. Okay, now Devin is going to make the little baby in the celery. Okay, alright.
First you take some peanut butter, then you put it in the celery, which is kind of hard to, but you could try. Take some peanut butter.
You can just scoop it in there.
Yeah, and then just like scoop it in the celery. And take it and put it in there. Now you see I'm almost done with the baby. Now you see I just take the tomato and now I stick it in there, and now it's a baby. There you go.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, he's got a little smudge on his face. So cute.
Now, all I have to do is take a little piece. Watch this. Watch this is gonna be cool. So you take this and you stick it in there like his eye. You could take another piece, break it. Alright. Gosh, I never broke that one.
Oh, wow.
You could take another one. Piece of a toothpick. You break it in half. I'm gonna put the baby down for now. See, I got a little piece again. Stick it in there. Stick it.
Oh, he's got eyes.
Now, if you want to make a
Very cute.
nose, like everybody has a nose. This piece, and there his nose is,
Oh, so cute.
and
We have a baby.
trying to hard break it, but
I don't think we'll be able to make a mouth, can we?
here
Oh, I guess we can.
is his mouth and tongue.
Oh, cute.
Now that's how I make a baby.
Awesome. Sweet. Thanks for helping me out, dude.
That's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Oh, we can't
Now you have
see.
to say ho ho ho.
Is it cold? Super cold.
There you go.
Look.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is it cold?
He's always like scarf. Cold?
This is cold.
He's like a mirror.
It's cold.
Yeah. Handsome. Whoa.
It's really cold. It's really cold.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I really hope you guys like the little snacky we've made. It's healthy and crunchy and really fun. So, alright guys, until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.